We have the inspector's report back. Now, hit that intro. Now it is time to sit down with this inspection report and go through every item with my buyer. Then my buyer is going to let me know what they want to allow the seller to fix or replace or repair. Keep in mind, items that function are not items that you want to ask the seller to repair. You may not like a certain window dressing, or you may not like flooring, but if it's functional, you don't want to ask the seller to rebuild the house. You have to be reasonable. Now that I know the items that my buyer is wanting the seller to fix, replace, or repair, I am going to construct a document called the BINSR. The BINSR is a document that stands for Residential Buyer's Inspection Notice and Seller's Response. There's 3 options the buyer has after the inspection. You can check the box that says premises accepted or premises rejected. Or the third option, buyer elects to provide the seller an opportunity to correct the disapproved items listed below. And there are some examples. There's also an option here to waive inspection for the buyer, but I don't recommend that. Lastly, seller's response. There's 3 responses. First box, seller agrees to correct the items disapproved. The second box, seller is unwilling or unable to correct any of the items disapproved. Third, seller's response to buyer's notice is as follows. In this case, the seller has agreed to repair, replace, or fix some items and not others. Or they may be willing to give you credit. So at the bottom, you can see the buyer's election here is buyer elects to cancel the contract, or buyer accepts seller's response to buyer's notice and agrees to close escrow. This is a good time because both buyer and seller have agreed to move forward. You're now out of the inspection period, now on to order that appraisal. That is your next hurdle, so to speak. It is advisable not to order the appraisal before you are finished with the inspection in the event that you have found something about the house that you can't live with. You don't want to spend up to $500 on the appraisal because you may lose that money. Yay, the appraisal came back, your house appraised. Yeah, time for a little bit of celebration. Keep in mind that a bank will only finance the lower price, either the purchase price or whatever the house appraises for. In the event the house does not appraise, then you have to do some negotiation with that seller. Either he has to lower the purchase price, or he may ask you to meet halfway to make up the difference. So just keep in mind, in the rare event that a house doesn't appraise, there's some extra negotiation to be done. In the next and last installment of these 3 videos of the home buying process timeline, I am going to cover the close of escrow, and that will include your final walkthrough and your final settlement statements. So hang in there, and I'll see you in just a little bit.